How's it going, folks? Welcome to George's Walk and Talk. Today I am taking you to a real special spot that we really enjoy going to. It's again up at Golden Ears Park. It's called Mike Lake. It's a old logging camp was there back in 1920. It housed over 600 people. It was called the Base Camp 2, and there was actually a railway and everything that ran from that particular camp. It's absolutely grown over now. You can barely make out that there was a camp of over 600 people living in this particular place. It's pretty impressive that how quickly nature reclaims. But yeah, and I guess what had happened was in around 1930, I believe it was, there was a fire that was actually caused by a logging operation. It actually destroyed the logging industry in that area, and they ended up closing the camp down after that. They were actually planning to be up there for, I think it was like 30 years or something. They felt that they had enough to keep them going, but when this big fire went through, it totally destroyed the whole situation. I guess what had happened is that they had there's a mountainy area or a hilly area, and they had their cables created a spark, and it caused a forest fire, unfortunately. But yeah, so it's kind of a neat little spot. It's a circle route, goes around the lake. It takes somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 minutes. I don't know exactly sure what the kilometers are. I should check that, sorry. It is definitely not wheelchair friendly. It's actually, you should have good footwear. The trail isn't in the best shape. They've kind of let it go, but it's still a nice walk. We enjoy it, and it's, you know, with all the big trees and the stumps, it's just beautiful. And so here we come. We're actually driving into Golden Ears Park here. Yeah, there's the famous mountain goat. I've never seen a mountain goat up here, but hey, what the heck. So you drive in about 3.5 kilometers, and you'll see a sign that says Mike Lake Park Headquarters. You just turn left and you follow the pavement, and you'll see to the right it goes to the park headquarters. To the left it takes us to Mike Lake. It's pretty clearly marked, and then we're going to drive another few kilometers to get to the actual parking lot at Mike Lake. It's a little bit of a rough road. It's not well graded. The parks don't really take good care of these roads. I guess now that it's private, they're trying to make a profit, so they cut back on certain things, and this is one of the things that they cut back on. But it's a beautiful drive in here. Yeah, this, especially with the sun coming through the trees. Yeah, that's when it's very nice. There's a couple other trails that actually come off of this dirt road. One of them is called the Menzies Trail. Then there's the incline trail that actually comes off of here as well. And yeah, they're nice hikes. Yeah. But we're focusing on the Mike Lake Trail here, and yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So it's about a 2-kilometer drive in till you get to the parking lot. Parking lot has ample parking. There's the lake. It's just a small little lake, but it's a nice walk around it. So what I think we'll do is we'll take a walk out to the dock they have here. And this is kind of interesting. Here's the old camp that was here. It housed, like I said, about 600 people. The railway went right through there. It's amazing. Lake is nice and calm. It's kind of nice that they put this little wharf in. On the weekends, there's tons of people out here fishing. People come out here with their belly boats. They're not obviously allowed motorized vehicles here. Yeah, so this is the lake. Isn't that beautiful? peaceful. There's a guy out there belly boating. They stock this with trout every year. Something like in the neighborhood of 1,700 trout they put in, which is kind of nice. Be careful on here, it's probably a little slick. Over here, this is where that camp was, you know, where that picture I showed you with all the cabins or whatever they are. There's nothing left of it. There's a few little pipes, and that's about it. It's incredible how this whole area has been cleared up. Pretty amazing. So you walk to the end of the parking lot, and that's where the trail begins. How you doing there, Heiser? It definitely makes it a lot more enjoyable having a dog to come to join me on this trip. Heiser really enjoys his walks, and he's a real pleasure to have with me. Very thankful for him. This looks like it was some sort of an old logging road. It takes us right into the Malcolm experimental forest for UBC, University of British Columbia. We carry on straight, but we're going to turn off before we actually get into the forest. Huge cedar. It's been here, falling down. My gosh, it's got to be 4 feet across. Heiser's got to smell everything. That's great. So once you get to the sign here for the University of British Columbia, Malcolm Knapp Research Forest, so you turn right down this trail here. What do you smell, Heiser? Lots of interesting smells. Good old Heiser. I'm not throwing that. That's too big. Get me a smaller one. This is one of my favorite trails that we go on. I've been doing this for, oh boy, we've been doing this trail for 20 years probably, and it's a great trail. It's kind of a nice just a way to get out on a Sunday afternoon, and today is actually Monday. It's Thanksgiving Monday, by the way. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends. Yeah, so we're enjoying this, so I thought I'd take you guys out on this and tell me what you think. You're such a silly boy. You're such a silly boy. This trail is a little rougher than a lot of the other ones I've taken you on. It's definitely not real wheelchair friendly. As you can see, has all these roots and so forth on the ground. Yeah, so you got to be careful, especially when it's wet in here. It can be quite slippery. The roots and that are quite hazardous, so you got to be careful. So yeah, like check this out. Look at the roots in here. That's insane. Yeah. And cross over this. Okay, dog, let's go, buddy. The trail itself isn't all that well maintained. It's like I say, that's probably part of the reason why there's the hazards. But it's still a nice trail. You just got to be careful. Watch your footing. We were in here one time, and there was an old guy walking along, and he had a bloody forehead. And holy crap, what happened? Oh, he'd slipped on one of the logs, and yeah, he was okay, but yeah, so you just got to be careful. Yeah, they've got a few of these footbridges. They are not in the greatest shape. They're not bad. I'm a little bit on the heavier side, so I stay on the outside edge along where the log is attached to, because you can see there are holes here, and I don't really want to fall through. Wouldn't be make for a very fun hike. So
that's even worse than ever.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. So years ago, this park was taken care of by the province, and they maintained it extremely well. Well, about, I don't know, 25 years ago, they allowed privatization of these parks, and it's just not the same when it's for profit. You know, they try to cut corners, unfortunately, and they just don't maintain it in the same manner that it was when it was run by the province. We used to get free firewood. They used to have a rangers programs for the kids. It was fantastic. And unfortunately, when they privatized it all, we first of all lost the wood, and then we lost the ranger program. And now they barely, if you're camping in here, there's hardly any type of supervision, so it gets to be a bit of a gong show in here, unfortunately, but they try. So here is one thing that's nice, though, is there is a group that volunteer to fix up these trails, and they've done a great job adding bridges and so forth where you're having to go over creeks, and that's great. We're glad to see that. It's unfortunate that the park itself isn't taking care of that, but I guess that's the way it is. Are you having fun? Hey? You're such a fun dog. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous in here. Oh my gosh. And I haven't come across one person. Pretty amazing. Iser's all excited. There's a chipmunk, and he wants to say hello. Hey? You can see how long these drain pipes have been here. The roots have grown right over top of them. I see the volunteers have been at work here too. What a great job they've done. Fantastic. We really do appreciate the people that volunteer to work on these trails. Makes a big difference. Makes it way more accessible for people, and we do appreciate it. So forest fire came through here in 1930. It was actually a man-caused forest fire, and you can still see remnants of the trees that were left from that forest fire. Oh, here's the information about the volunteers that take care of this trail. Backcountry Trail Maintenance Volunteers, Ridge Meadows Outdoor Club. Kudos to you guys. You guys have done a fantastic job. We noticed a huge difference on the trail. So a little bit of the trail is back on the road, which is all right. Still quite pretty in here. Yeah, it's not too busy, which is nice. This is a holiday Monday, Thanksgiving here in Canada, and hardly seen any cars come by. So they actually have horse corrals here. I personally have never seen a horse in here, but I guess they do come occasionally. That's great. It's a nice option. We're coming back to the parking lot here. Well, we're done our walk around Mike Lake. I'm hoping that you've enjoyed it as much as we have. It's a beautiful walk. It's not for everybody. It's but it's a bit of a challenge, but it's still a great walk, and it's worth checking out. Even if you just drive up here to walk down to the dock, which is quite nice as well. So, there's some options that you can do, and it's kind of neat that there is a history behind this dock. or sorry, this trail. And yeah, so thanks for watching. And if you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe, and try to get out and enjoy a walk somewhere. It's so important for your health, and we sure enjoy getting out ourselves. So please have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.